What does that mean? Uh-oh. It did something. It did something weird. It said local recording. Geez, I hope we're
Did you put us on members only or fans only, whatever that
I hope not. That would be really well, we'll find out in about a minute. Oh, where's my phone? I gotta have my phone for
you think about something because I gotta change my shirt.
Oh. Oh crap.
I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel good.
I hope that we're live. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, we are. Oh, good. I don't know. StreamYard, we have to get a producer. Maybe one of our 11 viewers could be a producer.
I need to be comfortable.
Well, aren't you comfortable? Put your pajamas on.
I am now.
Your hair is sticking out of your ear. Hi, everybody. Hi to all 4 of our fans. This is wonderful. We're trying to figure this out, whatever's happening here. We're on Rumble. We're on Facebook. Please go to Rumble and subscribe to our Rumble channel. Oh, okay. Angela Ricca sees us. Oh, thank goodness.
I didn't share it either.
You never. Oh, Jennifer forgets to share it. They changed everything. It's ridiculous. But anyway, while we're waiting, listen.
Oh, that's a lovely freeze.
Who the hell cares?
That's a liberal.
It's like saying, would you rather have wine or water?
Wine, a half inch means a lot sometimes.
Nobody likes to eat crow. Right.
Now I'm starving.
How much is the economy today? It's that much.
This pumpkin latte sucked, and I want to speak to your manager.
Objection, hearsay. Objection, leading. Objection, hearsay.
Where is that woman when Biden speaks?
Out of here. His name is pronounced Joni. And that's the end of it. The one person who watches us on Rumble can't find us.
Okay, so we have Gloria with us today. Hi, Gloria.
Hey, Gloria.
And Bobby, search in Rumble, right stuff. Not the right stuff, right stuff.
The worst show on Rumble.
It is the worst show on Rumble. And then you should be able to find us. Ciao, Gennaro. ¿Cómo estai? All right. Well, we've got a couple people here, so we did something right. At least we're here. It's almost Thanksgiving, and tonight's show, Jen,
Leticia.
tonight's show is called House Flip. But before we get to the show, what is coming up on Thursday?
Thanksgiving,
and we have
without my parents. What?
Wait, what? Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead, bitch, and complain. Go ahead.
No, I'm fine.
Go ahead, bitch.
You left me on Easter before. What's Thanksgiving? Does it matter?
You were supposed to be here.
My son can't go.
Well, your son could go, and I'm not taking that as an excuse. Hello, Peter. The professor is with us, and our OG Lucille is with us. Good to see you. So Jennifer's bitching because, and you guys tell us, okay? Tell us who's right and wrong. I host all the holidays at my house in New York. This year, we redid the condo in South Carolina, and we wanted to have everybody in because now we have a great big kitchen and we have a dining room. And so we arranged for everybody to come here for Thanksgiving.
And then my son told me he can't get off work. There's nobody because they had their stuff planned before him. So he has to go to work. And he's always neurotic about work, about missing work. He never does. He'll miss my funeral before he misses work. So I know how that feels. And it's my last Thanksgiving, according to him, with him, because he's going to college. That means he's never coming back here again. So I'm gonna.
So am I supposed to cancel all the people that I have?
Who's all the people?
I have 12 people coming. What do you? I mean, listen, you are the center of my universe for certain. But because you were coming, I invited everybody else to come because they all want to see you and Ty. And so I have 12 people coming for Thanksgiving. But Jen wants me to go back to New York because the son can't come. So you tell me, am I a bad mother? Let me know. She's telling me I abandoned her. So I don't think I abandoned her. I think that
All right.
you can figure out a way to get down here. After all, I'm the old mother. And forgive my my outfit and the rubble in the room behind me. We finished up the last room in the condo yesterday, and we're waiting for the bed to arrive. So all the furniture is in my office. So anyway. So what are you all doing for Thanksgiving is the question. I'd love to hear from all of you. But before we get started, I have a parental warning because there's a problem with the turkeys this Thanksgiving. Jen, watch this. Turkeys are after your children.
Don't run, he's gonna get you, Robert! Go home! Come on! No! Turkey, no!
Don't think they're just cute and funny.
Hurry, get around. It's okay.
This is the infamous turkey.
They'll do anything to gain your trust. Cuddling, hugging,
Put his wing around you. Look at there. See, he just loves you, bud.
all with this in mind.
They trap you in there?
Where'd you find a bunch of Democrat turkeys? They look like they're running after the votes.
I find everything. I Googled it. I thought that was cute.
I liked it.
I feel how that kid wound up in the cage.
Put it in TikTok form so I can make some money off of it.
But what kind of parent stands there while a turkey attacks their kid and laughs?
Do you not remember when I got attacked by a turkey at the hospital almost?
I do, but you were a full-grown adult.
True. Not full grown.
So parents beware. Turkeys are after your kids. And Ralph Rubinek is with us. Hello, Ralph. Good to see you. Former Congressman Max Rose. He'll kill all the turkeys. Oh my gosh. So a lot of things happened this week. I mean, tons of stuff happened this week. What happened to you this week? What happened in New York? Because I'm down south. I'm in the red state with the red senators and the red Congress people and the red school board. It is so red down here. It is like a dream, an absolute dream. We could talk about Donald Trump. We could talk about everything. That's what happened since last week. Donald Trump announced he's running for president.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
That
think?
happened.
What do you think about it?
I don't know. If DeSantis was running against him, I'd vote for DeSantis.
Ooh,
I would, because listen, number one, he's just getting too arrogant and crazy and spewing out bullshit. But I can't go 4 more years of everyone just attacking the man. I have a headache from it from the last 4 years. So that's all that would happen. Nothing would get done again. So for the sake of our country.
Wait. You said again. Nothing would get done again.
No, meaning by Congress, like all of them spent all of their time on a witch hunt instead of actually working.
But
So-
with all the witch huntery that was going on with Donald Trump's presidency, the economy was in the best shape ever. More people owned their own
And it
businesses
won't be with
than ever.
DeSantis.
We were energy independent.
Oh yeah.
He
That's
had
the
all the
Republican way. It's not it's the Republican way. That's what happens when you have a Republican president.
Well, that's not true. I mean, not every Republican. Yes, I would take any Republican over the Democrats that we had to.
I wouldn't take any Republican over Trump, but I think I would take DeSantis over Trump.
So
he has the same ideas and everything else, except he can speak a little bit more eloquently and isn't getting himself in trouble every 2 seconds. I can't take the mockery or everything. I just want everything to get fixed, and that's it. So, I can't like DeSantis.
Well, listen.
If Trump was smart and he really wanted to win, he would have had DeSantis as his VP.
Well, you can't do that, and the professor explained that. 2 people from
Florida. I understand, but on a nicer side of things, I watched the Tulsa King. You need to watch it.
The what?
Tulsa King.
The Tulsa King.
Tulsa King. It's on Paramount Plus with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh! I wanted to see that. Oh, okay.
We watched the 2 episodes the other day, and we're dying to watch the rest. It's insane.
Well, I've been watching YouTube. I've been watching, what's it called? Renewed Colonial. It's about a couple who are renovating a 1790s inn in New England in a tiny town called Lemstead. Fantastic. Loving that. Absolutely loving it. I'm also watching Bordeaux Life about 30-somethings that are renovating an old chateau, and there's a whole group of these 30-somethings that have moved to France that have bought old abandoned chateaus, which are buco bucks to keep going. All right. And I'm watching Parisian Farm Girl.
Okay.
You know
she pays
her.
me. She pays me.
One of Jennifer's clients.
I'm only kidding. When I hear a story again, I get bored. I think it's the
that?
ADD. I said when I hear a story a second time, I get bored. I'm so used to hearing it every day from who. Stories over and over.
Well, I love all 3 of those. So shout out to all those YouTube channels. I can't even get you to like and subscribe to our Rumble channel, so I'm not even going to say.
I'm sure they'll all go watch Parisian Farm Girl on YouTube, though.
I'm sure they probably will. But anyway, Daddy says the reason that the turkey attacks you is because you picked up its baby.
Yeah. And I fed it chicken nuggets. And it ate it. I thought it was a baby chick. It was a turkey, baby turkey. It had chicken McNuggets.
Lucille's going to her niece in New Jersey, made 30 stuffed artichoke. Oh, we love Lucille. Oh, love it. Yeah. Buffalo got hamburgers with a cramp load of snow.
They got like 6 feet of snow.
Hammer. Yes.
They got 6 feet of snow. Bad.
Okay. Bees.
Regarding bees?
I don't. It's not our bees.
I do know that they were. They had elected officials on 1010 Wednesday the other day pleading that we need more cops in the street. I went on a little rampage with that because it's not what we need. We have plenty of cops. Plenty of cops. So can you imagine 10 career criminals racked up 500 arrests since bail reform? Just 10 of them managed 500 arrests. The guy who stabbed the woman last week had 67 priors with felonies.
And who are we going to thank for bail reform?
Well, it's Hochul. It's actually Andrew Cuomo's fault.
Nope.
Trump signed it, but
nope. Chris Christie.
You say that, but Andrew Cuomo said it in his speech when he got into office. Wait, was it 2018 when he was reelected? 2018, he gave it in State of the Union address. I'm sorry. Whatever it was. I don't know. I'm sick. But he gave it to his inauguration speech.
Donald Trump?
No, Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo.
Okay,
and then after that, the Senate had taken over, and
Cuomo did not. Cuomo was against bail reform. Chris Christie started. Well, listen, the whole thing started with George Soros. He's got this scheme to,
want to take over New York City and buy all the land when everyone leaves.
The value in big cities so he can buy up the land. I don't know. But, and then Chris Christie championed it in New Jersey, and that's it. It took off after that. Gloria, are you going to Kenya for Kenya for Thanksgiving. Is that what you're saying? That would be cool. I don't think they celebrate it in Kenya because it's an American holiday, but Trump is an outsider. DeSantis is an insider. Agreed, Peter. Agreed. Oh, okay. I got it. Here's Gloria. Kanye says he's running for president in 2024.
Kanye's bipolar.
I don't want to lose my Governor DeSantis here in Florida. I don't blame you, Ralph. He's doing a great job in Florida. Same Trump haters from 2020 will not vote for him again. Agreed. Hi, Jonathan Creed. Good to have you. I got the copy of the book. I just cannot read it until after Thanksgiving. It's just bad timing, but I will read it, I swear. My cousin lives in Camden, and she got close to 8 feet of snow. So I guess skiing is going to be great. All right, so listen. I heard why you think Trump shouldn't run. Let me tell you why.
I didn't say he shouldn't run.
Okay.
I said that if I had to choose at this point right now, I probably would vote for DeSantis.
Okay. And there's, here's what I think. I think, number one, that we know what he could do as president, and that's with all of the haters hanging off of his coat, trying to slit his throat, trying to poison him, lying, cheating, stealing, everything that they could to destroy his presidency. And he managed to get these crazy lunatics, Putin and what was the other one? The Rocket Man, under control. He managed to bring peace to the Middle East. He managed to get us energy independent. He managed to make our economy boom. He did so many things while the media was against him, while everybody was persecuting him, while the swamp was against him. Now, I know if it was me, and I know that's why I continued running for borough president, to clear my good name. This man needs to clear his good name, because what they lobbed at him was ridiculous. And I get it. His daughter, his family, a lot of them are done with this because they were persecuted as well.
Well, yeah, it's persecution. It's terrible.
As far as I'm concerned, I was never a big Trump fan. Everybody should know that. I was never a big Trump fan. I was a Marco Rubio fan. Before that, I was a Pataki fan. That was my number one guy. But Marco Rubio was second. But I saw what was going on, and I saw that Trump would win because he had a direct communication with people. And my advice back then in 2015 was the Republican swamp needed to embrace him and help him and guide him, because he was the personality that could get things done. But they didn't. They abandoned him and they kicked him. They rode his coattails to try and get money in the coffers. And then every time he went down, they kicked him. And then, they used him again and they kicked him. Lindsey Graham is one of the reasons I don't like him, is because he kept on going and coming and going and coming. He's an opportunist with Trump. But I don't think here's my prediction, and I'm really upset by it, but I'm worried that Trump will not survive this run. I'm afraid he will be assassinated. That is my real concern, because they know that he knows where all the bodies are buried. They know that he can get things done. In order for them to keep the country going in this shit ass direction, they can't have him there. So my concern is that they're going to kill him. We need a total prick for president. That's Trump. I love him. I agree. That's what we need. 17-0 we won on conspiracy theories. Yep. Arizona is refusing to ratify the election. Carrie Lake can still win this. Yeah, that's crazy that Arizona is still counting votes. I mean, who the hell is doing it? What are they using? An abacus? This is ridiculous.
Edna, when you get to 12, get a new ruler.
DeSantis would be perfect to continue making America great after Trump retires. I agree with that. Cynthia Beal, sending a hug to you both. Now let's tackle the world. Yes, Cynthia, that's one of my 12 for Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday, Jennifer, and you're going to miss out. God forbid. Yeah. God forbid. I agree. Is the JFK of today? Yeah, I think so. Most boards of election. Yeah, well, I don't know about the Democrats running most boards of election, because the governor of every state and the state legislature create individual rules. So if you have a Republican governor, a Republican secretary, you're going to have all boards of election are supposed to be bipartisan, Republicans and Democrats. I think they should be nonpartisan, frankly. I think that we should, but you can't make a federal rule. But if the states would start to adopt a nonpartisan board of election, that would be good. Because I'll just tell you what I know about New York. In New York, I was a Republican leader. So I got to appoint people into the positions in the Board of Elections. And the Democrat leader got to do it in for the Democrats. So we need to eradicate that. And I'm starting to think we need to eradicate the parties, in particular. What's this about, Peter? You got to give a little context. But anyway. So that's my 2 cents, Jen. I mean, people may not agree with me, but that's what I think. But anyway, we had some good news, right? I mean, House flip. So Nancy Pelosi gave her swan song last week. And
no, you're getting kicked out. Bye. Bye,
Wow.
Felicia.
Here's a little bit from her speech with some added.
I will never forget the first time I saw the Capitol. It was on a cold January day when I was 6 years old. My father, Thomas D'Alessandro Jr., was about to be sworn in for his 5th term in Congress, representing our beloved hometown of Baltimore. I was riding the car with my brothers, and they were thrilled and jumping up and down and saying to me, Nancy, look, there's the Capitol. And every time I'd say, I don't see any Capitol. Is it a capital A, a capital B, or a capital C? And finally, I saw it. A stunning white building with a magnificent dome. I believed then, as I believe today, this is the most beautiful building in the world because of what it represents. The Capitol is a temple of our democracy, of our Constitution, of our highest ideals. That day, I stood with my father on this floor as he took a sacred oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Scripture teaches us that for everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. My friends, no matter what title you all, my colleagues, have bestowed upon me, speaker, leader, whip, there is no greater official honor for me than to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California, and defending our Constitution. And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress.
Let the joyous news be spread, the wicked old witch at last is dead.
Capital P's and O's and S's. Capital. See that, Nancy?
That's the capitals. P-O-S. Well, I had to show the pictures of what she did to our Capitol.
I'm surprised she didn't mention January 6th.
She did. She did. It was she asked for a minute on the floor, but she mentioned it. She said that
everyone's oxygen.
Our democracy was under threat.
It's under threat now. This is worse than January 6th. We're like North Korea almost. We're that close.
It is absolute insanity what's going on. And the hearings right now, the Republicans are holding hearings on everything that the Democrats were squashing. The Republicans are finally holding hearings on, and so much is going to come out. I think somebody said that about some of the hearings, the conspiracy theories. The professor said it. 17-0, no conspiracy theories. Her father destroyed Baltimore, or there were conspiracy theories. Matt Baker goes off on Maricopa Board of Supervisor and dreadlocks. Okay, so that's the YouTube that the professor put in there. Here's the wall the Democrats hate, but not for them. That's right. Exactly. Comparison made between money counting machines and vote counting machines. Oh, cool. Princess has no clothes. It's true.
Oh, I don't want to see her naked, even though I know what you're talking about.
Holy moly! Holy moly! It's Chris! Yay! Chris Cuddy is with us. She forgot the other name. She goes by Satan Drunk Wacko.
It's terrible.
And that's why we love Chris Cuddy. Chris, we need you because Jennifer's sick, so the humor is the humor's only this much. Let's see. Democrats set the pace towards anarchy and the end of democracy. Exactly. And all the while they tried to tell us that they're saving democracy, right? That's what their goal is to save democracy. So I guess this next clip is I guess just shows exactly that. Here's a clip of Nancy Pelosi covering up for Joe Biden. Watch this.
The Fauci Award for Gullible People.
I have complete respect for the whole Me Too movement. I have 4 daughters and 1 son. And there's a lot of excitement around the idea that women will be heard and be listened to. There is also due process. And the fact that Joe Biden is Joe Biden, there's been statements from his campaign, or not his campaign, but his former employees who ran his offices and the rest, that there was never any record of this. There was never any record. And that nobody ever came forward, or nobody ever came forward to say something about it apart from the principal. He's a person of great integrity, a great concern for the American people. He authored the Violence Against Women Act when he was the chair of the Judiciary Committee in the 90s. He has been an advocate for funding it all along since then. And I believe that he will be a great president of the United States. He is the personification of hope and optimism and authenticity for our country, a person of great values. So I want to remove all doubt in anyone's mind. I have a great comfort level with the situation as I see it, with all the respect in the world for any woman who comes forward, with all the highest regard for Joe Biden.
You gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway, this woman helped me get an awful lot done.
It's like, come here. Do you smell that? I shit my pants. Can I smell your hair? I pooped. I'm sorry. Do you smell it? What is that, Pantene?
And of course, that was Pelosi getting the Fauci Award for defending Joe Biden against the former employee who said that he was inappropriate with her. And that was before he became president. And look at the things that happened just after he became president. Those are just a couple.
Well, he announced 2 weeks ago, he said he was running. Now he said maybe. They are not that stupid to let him run again.
Yeah.
They're not. Both sides aren't voting for him.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know who they're going to get to run him in the elections. I guarantee you, if he decides to run, they're going to do a smear campaign on him for the guy running against him.
Well, he's doing a smear campaign on himself. That's why they fear Trump so much. Yeah. Is a sue process, she means. Oh, sue process. Well, that's interesting because they're talking about Hollywood, the Hollywood honey there. What's his name? Newsom running. Apparently Newsom.
His whole state tried to impeach him.
What's a little impeachment amongst friends?
Like years they tried to impeach him. What are you talking about? I think the entire state signed for him to be impeached.
Well, you know what?
Even his wife, whatever it is.
That's their. Let's think about who's their bench team. Who are the Democrats' bench team? I want to hear
Oprah.
From Oprah. Okay. Well, if Trump could do it, Oprah can do it. All right. We got Oprah, Michelle Obama, AOC, Chucky.
You're making me nauseous.
I mean, listen.
Chuck can't run. Chuck's too old. He's like 97.
Well, and guess what? Who people are already talking about running as the Democrat?
Imagine Cuomo wanted to run.
Oh, he can't run. He can't run because they did the smear campaign on Cuomo. What Biden did, Cuomo did less than. There you go. Angela's got it. Fetterman. They're already talking about running Fetterman. I mean, how much do you hate this country that you want to put up Fetterman as the presidential candidate? Because the man had a stroke. Okay, so what are your qualifications for president? Oh, he had a stroke and he overcame them.
So did you. You didn't win borough president.
Who knew? I could have ran on that. I could have gone for the sympathy.
You could have blamed everything on that stroke.
Oh my God. Oh well. Listen. So we're talking about the bench team and AOC and hypocrites and idiots. AOC, when Amazon wanted to come to New York, AOC, stopped them. She said that they weren't good for the Bronx. Trump can also run for Speaker of the House. He could. That would be fun.
Like, listen up, you morons.
So AOC didn't want. AOC didn't want Amazon in the Bronx because she said that their company, she didn't like the way they ran the company. Didn't matter that they were going to pave roads, that they were going to give thousands of jobs to people who live in poverty, that they were going to, just having so many people in the area would have supported the ancillary businesses.
They want them to be kept in poverty so that their areas will diminish and they'll buy them all up and build.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one group of employees that she did have some affection for was the employees of Twitter. So let's hear what she had to say.
As he has fired all of these people at Twitter, a lot of lefties are freaking out and saying they're going to leave Twitter, they're going to go build things and blah, blah, blah. They're not going to build anything because equity doesn't lead you to being able to build anything. You're too focused on your engineer's skin color. One of the people that's not happy about Elon Musk is AOC. She wrote on Twitter, "Shout out to all the workers at Twitter. You all built a vital place for connection and deserve so much better. Millions of people appreciate the space you built and the hard work that went into it. Thank you." And then Elon Musk, I mean, he's getting good at this. "You're welcome." That's all he wrote. "You're welcome."
That's great. I love that man. He should run for president.
But I love it. I love it. I would 100% vote for Elon.
Imagine Trump brought him on as his VP.
Oh, that would be fantastic. That would be insane. That would be,
and that's why he's letting him back on Twitter. It's his announcement of running for vice president.
Well, I got to tell you, watching what's going on between Musk and AOC, it's like a telenovela.
I think I'm going to get my Twitter back just because of that.
Just for that, every time he does something, the twits, I call them the lefty twits on Twitters, they freak out. They have a meltdown. Oh my God, they pile on him. It's amazing. People they stop buying Teslas. I think it's a little bad for his business. I mean, he spent a lot of money to buy Twitter, and Tesla. I mean, why would Tesla? Well, I guess because every company now is making an electric car.
They're all making it. He's his thing. He doesn't give a crap.
Yeah. So
they don't give me lunch anymore.
Well, yeah. The big news this week. Well, just so that everybody knows, right? Russia bombed Ukraine's power plants, and now thousands of people will have no heat, no electricity for the winter. So there's just people are fleeing the country. We've got this whole battle with China over Taiwan. We've got Iran with the nuclear weapons. We've got who was it that upped their uranium production?
We have New York with Hochul and Adams.
What's that?
I said we have New York with Hochul and Adams. Sure. America with Biden.
Well, all that's going on. What's the number one story other than all of the killings and shootings?
The Taylor Swift ticket disaster that I still don't know what the fuck went on. I'm like, what happened?
The number one story has been Twitter. I mean, it's just ridiculous that we're talking about Twitter like this. AOC, she couldn't afford her rent until elected to Congress, yet wants us to pay taxes, implementing her total failure as a woman. What a disgrace. What is the definition of a woman? Well, I love Uncle Elon. His antics are ones I would do if I had that kind of money. Well, you know, and the guy's autistic. He's on the spectrum. I mean, I think that's fantastic.
Asperger's.
Yeah, Asperger's, right. So, but isn't that considered on the spectrum?
No.
Well, anyway, he reinstated Trump, and that was like every news story.
Is he back on?
What? He's back on, but watch what happened, Jen.
Now, Donald Trump is apparently allowed to come back onto Twitter. As you know, Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, who must be so excited that he spent $60 billion for this bin fire, put out a poll of which 15 million people voted in, and 51.8 to 48.2 says, yeah, Trump can come back. Of course, everyone got very annoyed because this is the Twitter playground only of the left. They don't want any of the ugly kids in there whatsoever. And any advertiser must pull their funding now, according to one of the many who decided to get cranky about this. But we learned, despite asking people on Truth Social to vote yes in this poll, Trump now says he doesn't want to go on Twitter.
I'm coming. I have to pee. I had to so bad.
Oh. Oh, you should look at the times. That was a 30-second clip. You could have done it during the
Listen, I am the girl that you want in front of you at a nightclub when you have to pay.
That's true.
And I wash my hands.
So Musk lets him back on Twitter, hoping that he gets some more, you know, that now that all the Trump people return to Twitter, right? And instead, Trump says, no. I'm sticking with Truth Social, which is exactly what I would say, because that's his platform.
That's his. He's making money off of it. Why would he leave?
Absolutely.
Then all his people would leave.
Why is he going to make, you know, even though Musk is like, you know, Musk isn't stupid. He put Trump back on to get all the righties back on. But we don't want to go
Then
on
he should just make a fake account and pretend.
Well, yeah, he's not the blue check mark thing that he was going to do.
That's ridiculous.
$8 a month. He put that on pause.
It makes no sense. Is he trying to get? I don't know. Wait, where's your mother?
Oh, I don't know. She might have fell asleep. We went to the doctors today, and it was a very harrowing experience. An owner and CEO of Twitter Inc., Wikipedia, born June 28, 1971, age 51, Pretoria, South Africa. Yes. Oh, the professor's giving us the background of Elon. He's a genius. He is indeed. I think that most people on the spectrum, wasn't Rain Man on the spectrum?
Asperger's.
Yeah, Asperger's.
I just put you on. I fell asleep. I just put you on.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Love you. Whatever. You're like all the other viewers we have.
Okay. Biden has succeeded in facilitating the very wars he blamed Trump for. That is true. Is mom okay? Yes, mom is okay. So here's the thing. So Pops hasn't been feeling great. He spends a lot of time watching TV in bed, a lot of time. So we thought maybe
a lot of people would call that a husband trying to just stay happy.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell Grandma Joe. Just leave him alone. We thought it might have been his medication. So I made an appointment with
medication called Josephine?
What's that?
Is the medication called Josephine? Oh, she's on now. Shit.
Yeah, you're in trouble. We made an appointment with a geriatrician, which is somebody that deals exclusively, a doctor that deals exclusively with people who are senior citizens. And we went to the office, and she's Indian, and I liked that because the culture is revering older people. And all of my research and everybody I spoke to said that she was amazing, very much like Dr. John Zafranoglu, spends time with her patients and gets to know them and really talks to them. And they were doing like a thorough intake on Pops, his vitals, his medications, blah, 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 blah. But Pops was having a bad day and he couldn't stay. And we were there for an hour and we weren't seen yet. And they told us it would be an hour more. So we never wound up seeing the doctor. But the doctor is highly recommended. Her name is Dr. Wadad. And, we didn't see her, but I recommend strongly that if you have a senior in your life, that instead of going to a regular GP, go to one that specializes in aging. I was watching, then fell asleep. Thanks, Bob.
Sounds lovely down there.
Your father, everybody's sleeping all day long. It's wonderful if you want to relax. Your father was doing a lot of work today. He put up shelves. It was really great. Okay, so anyway, that's the story about Mom and Pops. So it was a big outing day today. Tomorrow,
nothing accomplished.
Well, tomorrow I'm taking them to get haircuts. So maybe I'll film it and show it next week. The viewership will go through the roof. I got to tell you something. We have the best time when we have dinner with them. They are hysterical.
Why don't you set up a camera?
I should just set up a camera.
I don't understand.
I should.
We could actually be making millions.
Do you remember the paper towel when she was in the hospital? The paper towel video. Oh, I got to dig that out, and I'll play it next week. It was fantastic.
I don't remember.
It was a whole debate between them whether you should use paper towels to blow your nose or tissue. So Donald Trump is giving Elon Musk and Twitter the finger. He's staying with Truth Social. So that really sucks for Musk because now the lefty twits left. The righty twits were already gone because they went over to Truth Social. So he's left with these whining babies.
And then you said the left left.
The left, well, they left. The left is saying they left. But they didn't really.
They're too lazy to leave. They're still there.
They're still there. They're addicted to Twitter. All right. So guess what? Now that the Republicans have taken over the House, they can hold their own hearings. And guess what they're going to hear? They're going to hear the Hunter Biden laptop stuff.
I was going to say, please say January 6th. Please say January 6th because I miss it so much.
I don't know.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You miss it so much. Well, because they're going to start looking into the laptop stuff. Guess what happened? CBS and mainstream media decided to report on Hunter Biden's laptop.
Of course, so their ratings go up.
2 years later. I'm thinking they're the ones that are counting the votes in Arizona. 2 years later, they're picking up on the story. So watch what happened.
Digital forensic investigator Mark Lanterman was previously a member of a Secret Service electronic crimes task force.
There was one thing that got my attention, and that was a voicemail.
It's Dad. I called to tell you I love you. I love you more than the whole world, pal. Could I get some help?
That voicemail, apparently from Joe Biden during his son Hunter's drug addiction, is one of many findings Lanterman used to authenticate what is believed to be Hunter Biden's laptop data.
You're confident, based on your analysis, this is Hunter Biden's data and that it's real?
Yes.
Lanterman and his son Swan, both digital forensic experts, recovered images of credit cards, a driver's license, social security number.
Just the sheer volume of what we're dealing with, it would be difficult, if not impossible, to fabricate.
And explained how files built up over years.
It accumulated over time, which is consistent with normal, everyday use of a computer.
The laptop and its contents have fueled Republican interest in Hunter Biden's business ventures.
Hunter Biden was working with Chinese nationals.
They say this May 2017 email outlining a proposed business deal with a Chinese energy firm is one reason why they have questions about whether President Biden benefited.
We're prepared to subpoena Hunter Biden. We would certainly hope that he would want to come before the committee and clear his name.
Two of Hunter Biden's former business partners, including Tony Bobulinski, who received the email, told CBS News the 10 held by H for the big guy is shorthand for 10% held by Hunter for his father. Last month, Senator Chuck Grassley wrote this letter alleging bank records and financial data showed that Hunter Biden and the president's brother profited from a $5 million wire from a company connected to CEFC, the Chinese energy firm.
So, all of a sudden, now.
Well, yeah, then Bobby's right. Bobby said they're trying. This is their smear campaign against Biden, so that he can't run.
Yep. They're doing that for the 2024 election. If they start dripping it out now a little bit at a time, it'll be a let's move on type of situation.
So they don't have to go like this to the president up his ass. And
so
they can
Peter
just get him out.
Romanesky, the professor, said the same thing. Perfectly timed.
Oh my God! You know what I just thought? What happens if Kamala Harris runs?
Oh no!
I'm gonna throw up. I didn't even think about that.
Oh no! Kamala Harris is the Democrat's Sarah Palin. I'll say it over and over and over again. Jennifer, do me a favor because I can't do it from here because I don't have a mouse. Get the link for our Right Stuff on Rumble and put it in the comments, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So let's see. Chris Cuddy said that he would agree. Where is his comment? Hold on a second. He would agree with anyone who picked paper towel. So we're already getting comments on the video that I didn't even show. So definitely next week, I'm digging that video out and we're going to play it for everybody. It was years ago and it was a lot of fun. So that's how cute my parents are. She couldn't pass the first round of primaries. She wouldn't be able to make it. Well, you know what? She already ran for president, right? And when she ran for president, she told everybody that Joe Biden was a racist, which he is.
Who ran?
Kamala Harris.
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
that.
she was part of the whole 2020 group of Democrats that were running, and she couldn't make it for the first round. So Chris is absolutely right. She didn't make it past the first round. No one in their right mind would vote for Hyena Harris. You would think so, but they voted for Joe Biden.
We voted in Hochul. We voted in de Blasio. Got voted in to be mayor twice.
I mean, New York voted in Hochul after crime skyrocketed, taxes skyrocketed, abortion is allowed after birth, almost up to the moment of birth, and people voted for Harris. So, all right, Bobby, there is the link to Right Stuff on Rumble. So get there, everybody who's here, click on that link and then subscribe to Rumble.
And I want to know, out of all of you, and you type yes or no in the answer box, did you write to 770 to get us on air? Yeah. And I don't want to hear crickets.
I know Angela did. Kamala can establish her campaign headquarters at the border. Excellent, Angela. Excellent. Paper towel or hanky. That's what it was. It was paper towel or hanky. Yeah. So anyway, that's right. Joe remembers her 15 minutes of fame. We're going to put it up next week.
Joe fell asleep and Obama was president and woke up and Trump was president.
It's true.
She's like, who's that orange man on the TV? I'm like, that's the president.
That's your president. Listen, that was, I'll never forget that night. It was a great night. The Hillary Clinton and that woman screaming and crying. That was, don't know what that is. What Rumble is? No, that's the link.
You were on Rumble looking for us before.
This is the link. That link there in the comments is to our Rumble channel. So you just click on that link and
he knows. He was on Rumble before and he said we weren't on there.
Oh, here we go. Finally found you guys and subscribed. All right.
Now we have 3. Me, you, and him.
Oh God. All right. Well, this is rich. This one you're not gonna believe. So there was a leak in the Supreme Court, and all of a sudden the Dems want to hold a hearing on the leaking of the Supreme Court. But it's not the leak that we all think it is. Watch this. This is crazy.
Democratic senators now say they will investigate the Supreme Court. Over the weekend, Politico and the New York Times dropped shockingly related stories, almost simultaneously, about the impact of religious groups on conservative judges. From Politico, Operation Higher Court, inside the religious rights effort to wine and dine Supreme Court justices, a former evangelical leader details his group's extensive program to influence Justice Thomas, Alito, and Scalia through meals and entertainments. Former anti-abortion leader alleges another Supreme Court breach. In a letter to Chief Justice John G. Roberts Jr., this is from the New York Times, and in interviews with the New York Times, the Reverend Rob Shenick said he was told the outcome of the 2014 case weeks before it was announced. Leaking from the Supreme Court is something that is sort of considered abhorrent within the Supreme Court. They all take a vow of secrecy. This is a big deal. It all sort of comes back in a weird way to Justice Alito here, and by no means am I accusing him of anything because we have no independent reporting on this, but he is the author of the decision overturning Roe that was leaked to Politico. Now all of a sudden you have this reverend talking about how Alito leaked something to him. It happened, we're now hearing this 8 months after the leak on Roe that nobody ever even seems to care about finding the answers to. I just can't figure it out.
Yeah, they're trying to pin the Dobbs leak on Justice Alito, and that's just laughable. I don't know why he would leak that draft decision and then have to, knowing that the blowback would be threats to the Supreme Court justices. Justice Alito and his wife had to move to a safe house after that leak. So did many other justices. Justice Kavanaugh's wife, Ashley, and their 2 teenage daughters faced a 1 a.m. assassination attempt in their home. It's just, this is Politico, I think, trying to pin the Dobbs leak on Justice Alito, and it's laughable.
I thought you were going to say, I swear to God, that there was a leak like in the bathroom and they didn't even look into it. And then they wanted to hold a hearing because they didn't even. Well, I want a hearing. I swear to God, I thought that's what you were going to say.
No, not a leak in the bathroom. If we all recall, right, that the Dobbs decision was leaked. The Dobbs meaning the overturning of Roe v. Wade, the one that said that only the states have the ability to decide on abortion laws. The Supreme Court and the federal government cannot. Well, and that was leaked, and we remember the protests in the streets and everything else. That was only 8 months ago. They're talking about a 2014 decision between Hobby Lobby and some other groups about religion, and because Hobby Lobby is run by a Christian group. And there were certain people that
I thought it was like an airplane and train store in Forest.
No, it's a craft store. It's a great craft
store.
But anyway, they decided that these Dems, and everybody should really go look at it because it wasn't widely reported. These Dems now want to have hearings on the 2014 decision because they're saying Alito leaked it. They went to dinner with this reverend who kind of lobbies or talks about religious right and all this stuff. That he went to dinner with Alito and he got pissed at the judges for something, and now he's saying, what is it? It was 2014. So 8 years later, that Justice Alito told him what the decision was going to be before it was actually announced. So that's what they want to look at. They don't want to look at the Dobbs leak, which is the first time ever we had a leak. They want to look at this. So what pundits are saying is they're trying to go after Alito as a justice. And that's what they're trying to set up. That is scary. That's something we all should be paying attention to because they've already corrupted our states. They've corrupted our cities. They corrupted Congress. And they definitely corrupted the president. And now they're trying to corrupt the Supreme Court. So everyone go take a look at that. The hearings, it's Google it, you'll find it. You should put the link for
I'm doing it right
WABC
now. I
so they
put the
can do
number.
it.
Hold
Okay,
on.
so that's where you write if you want to hear us on the radio.
That's a phone number, Leticia. You're not even reading what I wrote.
And the phone number. Sorry. Well, it was like a book. Sorry.
Don't be a liberal.
I don't know if anybody else saw it, but you all should watch it. It's going to be an interesting session in Congress with the House being Republican and the Senate being Democrat, and nothing being sacred anymore. Very, very interesting year. They corrupted the Constitution. Professor, you are absolutely right. They corrupted the Constitution. And to hear Nancy Pelosi, I only played you a short bit of her speech. If you heard the whole speech, your stomach would turn, because she talks about how, it was her job to uphold the Constitution and everything that she has done. And then she talks also about serving 3 great presidents. She says Bush, Obama, and Biden. In between there was Trump, but she doesn't mention him at all. It was really a nauseating speech. I only put it in there
When
because
she says hello, I get nauseated. So
that's true. And her dentures slipped more than one time, so it was actually a little comical. But I only put it in our clips because I wanted to do the "Witch is Dead" song. Okay, so if you're wondering why it's taken so long for the Hunter Biden laptop investigation, or the Supreme Court leak investigation, or anything that the FBI does.
Giuliani, they went right in.
No. Well, here's a little clip from a Senate hearing that was held recently, and Director Wray had some questions to answer.
Director Wray, let me start with you if I could. I think the last time that I got to visit with you was back in August 4th of this year. You were at the Senate Judiciary Committee. You remember that, I assume. We had to cut that hearing short. We were supposed to do 2 rounds of questions. You said you had to be somewhere, so we cut it short. Republicans were not able to ask a second round as we had been informed we would. The press reported shortly thereafter that the reason that the hearing had to be cut short is because you were flying on a Gulfstream jet for a personal vacation in the Adirondacks. Please tell me that's not accurate.
Senator, the hearing was not cut short from my experience. We had agreed beforehand on the time and length of it, and I was very surprised to find that anyone on the committee was surprised. As to how I fly, I am required, not only permitted, but required to fly on an FBI plane wherever I go.
So you were going on vacation?
I was, yes.
So you left a statutorily required oversight hearing in order to go on a personal vacation in the Adirondacks?
I took a flight to go visit my family, as had been previously arranged in conjunction with the leadership of the committee.
The ranking member, Chuck Grassley, asked you during the hearing, he said, I assume you must have other business. You said, yes. He then said, if you have a business trip, you've got your own plane, can't it wait a while? He then said, Chuck Grassley, we only just heard half an hour ago that now you have to leave. We were going to have a 7-minute round followed by a 3-minute round. I've got 7 people on my side of the aisle, that included me, who are waiting for this additional round. Is there any reason we can't accommodate them for 21 minutes? And you said you had a plane to catch. You had somewhere to go. And now we find out it was for vacation?
7 minutes, 20 people, and you have vacation. No vacation for you. He sounded like Biden in the beginning. He's like,
But he's required. He's required, as the director of the FBI, he's required to fly on a private FBI jet. Can I just ask a question? Did anybody else know?
I don't even know who the hell he is.
He's the director of the FBI,
Okay.
Federal Bureau of Investigation. Did any of our viewers know that the FBI has a private jet? and that the director of the FBI is required to fly on a private jet
Kardashian has
wherever
one.
that director goes. Only private jets, even to vacation.
Sounds like
What
white
the
man
hell?
entitlement to me.
What the hell? I mean, are you kidding me? That is insanity. And we, guess who pays for it, ladies and gentlemen? You do. We do. We all do. Also required to report to Congress. Bing, 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 bing. Very good, Professor. Yes, yes, they are required to report to Congress. So liars, 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 but liars that get to fly on private jets. We need to change that. That needs to be changed. What makes the director of the FBI so freaking
We're
important?
buying Xboxes for people that are illegally coming here. Do you think anything matters anymore? An Xbox. You lived in a hut with lions chasing you. You need an Xbox.
Oh, I can't.
This is why everyone needs to stop paying their taxes. None of this can happen if you stop paying your taxes.
You can't afford to buy Thanksgiving dinner. The morning television shows are suggesting that you get takeout.
ShopRite was like, spend $9,000 and get a free turkey. Edna, you hear that?
But Director Ray gets to fly on a private jet wherever he goes. Because, I mean, it's the Federal Bureau of Investigation is supposed to be only dealing with stuff in America. So where the hell is this jet flying all over? And why do we need a freaking private jet for the FBI directors? Power that be are in cahoots with the deep state. Well, I agree. I mean, look.
Politics is just about making money and funneling it. That's all it is. And
well, it's the truth. You know, I didn't even start on McConnell, because if I started on McConnell, the show would have been 2 hours of of mumbling. We got a problem, ladies and gentlemen. We have a problem. Even though we took the House, we have a problem. The problem is, it doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat. If they've been there more than 2 terms, they need to get out in the Senate. As far as the Congress is concerned, 8 years, they should be out. We have to do our jobs. Everybody's got to get off of these things and start getting into what's going on in the country.
All that everyone has to do is not pay any taxes, and none of this can happen because no one will have a paycheck.
Well, I agree. But you know, and you know, wait a minute, Lucia, free turkey.
Only $9,000.
Down
it's
here,
like this big. It's a recession turkey. You have to grow it yourself.
You don't remember when you were young? We were so poor. We used to eat turkey roll. It was like pressed turkey from all the
I remember
stuff, and yeah, it was terrible.
We also used to have backyard furniture as a couch, so I remember that.
Yeah, old expired turkey. Yeah, well, or those turkeys that chase your kids. Listen, well, you know, do your best, everybody, to have a happy Thanksgiving. Jen, what are you thankful for?
You.
Aww. And I'm thankful for you. And I'm thankful for all of our tens and tens of viewers. And I thank you all for joining us on Thanksgiving week. I know a lot of you had plans and are traveling or walking to your family's house because gas is so high.
There's Liza. She texted me something funny, and I'm like, I'm on my podcast, best friend. She's never been here before. You know, Jody's missing too.
Who's missing?
Jody Wasserman.
Jody's missing. Marge is missing. We got a lot of missing people, but that's okay. It's, you know, your podcast isn't doing well when you can name your viewers by name.
It's like that mirror. What's that? Carol. No, what was that show? Romper Room.
A romper room, right? Tisha, most kids' minds are corrupted instead. Elections. Term limits would turn us to the left overnight. Happy Thanksgiving. I am not saying to impose term limits. I'm saying that we should impose term limits when we vote. My love to you and all of you. You love you. We love you, Lucille. My love to all your family, to Catherine and her beautiful wife. Let everybody have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to Chris. Happy Thanksgiving to the professor. Happy Thanksgiving to Ralph Rubinick and to Angela and to all of our
What
viewers.
about your friend that lives down there that you replaced me for?
And to Cynthia and to Mom and Aunt Santa and oh my gosh, and to Bobby. I can't even remember. All of you have a really great Thanksgiving. We'll be back next week because politics never sleeps, and Jennifer's hysterical mind never sleeps either. So thank you for joining us, and everybody have a great. And to Gloria, happy Thanksgiving, Gloria. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
We are over and out. Love you, baby.
Love you.